just want to share what the Spirit of God is dropping in my spirit, and anyhow you take it, fine. But I'm going to tell you some things right now. You see, life is a mystery, and it dawns on me every day that anybody can leave you. You know, I've said this many times on my podcast that nobody can understand you better than you. Nobody can understand you. People might misquote or misunderstand your statement or misunderstand what you stand for. But the day you start living your life to please people, you have lost it as a person. And a lot of you are looking at me right now. Most of you are living your life for people. And this is the reason why your life is not moving forward. You live your life for people. Check your life. For once in your life, just think, when last did you live your life for yourself? When last did you even do anything for yourself? Is that you're doing it to protect your family, you're doing it to protect your kids, you're doing it to protect people, but you have left yourself out of the equation. Oh, that's the way life is. You have left yourself out of the equation. And because you left yourself out of the equation, it gets to a point in your life where depression comes in, dissatisfaction comes in. And once that creeps into your life, it is difficult to eradicate. There's nothing that is as frustrating as when people misinterpret you. And this brings depression. It brings a lot of depression. A lot of people are depressed. You know why? You see, we live in a generation where if people think you depend on them, that without their inputs in your life, you can't move forward. Those people now become like a mini god to you. And one of the best way to kill depression, is for you to disconnect from people that makes you depressed. You see, this thing called marriage is not by force. This thing called relationship is not by force. I know a lot of people always misunderstand me, but I really don't give a shit. I've gotten to a point in my life where if you don't have sense, it's not my fault. This thing called bringing somebody into your life to love you is total crap. People are only there for you when they feel that they are in control, or they feel that they have control over your life. Being with someone is beautiful, but having peace is more important. When there are three kinds of people never to date and never to marry. And I listen, there are actually four kinds of people never to date and never to marry. Because these people are sponsors of depression. Number one is a person that always reminds you of your past mistakes. That person is a time bomb going somewhere to manifest. Why the fuck are you with me if you still remind me of my past, of the mistakes I've done? So every little misunderstanding, he or she connects you back to the mistake you did, and that person calls himself a wife or a husband. You are not a wife or a husband, you are a demon. That's what you are. You are a pure demon, because if God remembers the sins that you commit on a daily basis, I don't think you'll be alive now. So when somebody's always pinpointing every argument the person brings out that particular issue, you made a mistake. You slept with someone. You did something. You maybe you made a mistake, and you and the person is having an argument, and the next thing the person tells you is that is what you have always been telling me. That is always what you have always been saying. That is what you did. That's not somebody to be with. No, it's a hard truth. Oh. You see this thing? Tears don't move me anymore. You see tears? People can cry but have a satanic heart. People can tell you they are sorry but they don't mean it. This world we live in now, God should just do and come. Jesus should just return, because this world is funny. It's funny. Sometimes it's just better to be alone. I'm telling you. Sometimes I don't blame some white guys. They will tell you, I don't want kids, because they don't want anything that will tie you with them. They don't want kids. And sometimes we look at them as crazy people. But it has beginning to dawn on me that there are certain things that makes these people to say some things that they say. When your partner is always reminding you of the mistakes you have done, then that's not a partner. That is someone that wants to kill you before your time. Oh yes. Oh yes. Imagine if God is always reminding you of your mistake. Imagine if God is always reminding you of your mistake. All the mistakes you have done, God now reminds you. You know, what many people call forgiveness is not forgiveness. It's not. It's not. Oh yes. Oh yes, it's not. It's a total depression. So a woman committed abortion in school, and you have an argument, and maybe the woman cannot even give birth, because the devil will always have a way of amplifying your mistakes. And the man will say, well, I don't even know, maybe because of you have useless yourself, you have done different abortions. She told you this in confidence. She told you this because she wanted to be transparent with you. She told you that this is what some of the mistakes she did. Now you have an argument, and you're reminding your partner of the mistake he did or she did. You are worse than Lucifer itself. You have a mental problem. Oh yes. And you need to be left alone. That kind of person is toxic. Is killing. You know, it gets to a point when somebody just become quiet. You don't want to talk anymore. You are fed up. You are just so you see, some people don't understand. It gets to a point you just become quiet. The person is talking and you're just quiet, because inside of your heart is full of regret. How did I even get involved with this kind of person? What was I thinking? How did I even enter this kind of stuff? When somebody truly loves you, they don't remind you of your mistake. That gives. It's crazy. It's just crazy. I don't care who is offended. I'm telling you the reality. If you like, say I'm preaching you, it's your business. The truth about it is this. The truth is the truth. The truth. You are not matured. You are not ready for marriage. Check most women, most men that are from broken homes, single mothers, single fathers, polygamics. They have a problem to be in marriages. It's a reality. It's a sad truth, but it's true. Call me any name you want to call me. It's a sad truth, but it's true. There's a spirit that doesn't want them to settle. Oh, yes. I had a couple I was talking to today in church. And when both of them were even talking, I was just smiling. I dealt with some couples today in their relationship and marriages, about 4 or 5 couples. And this woman would talk here, the man would talk there, the woman would talk here, the man would talk there. And one thing I just realized is that they are not matured. Number 2 reason why of depression is being with someone that is not matured. It's the worst thing that can happen to you. We have so many immature, untrained mindsets. And when you are with such person, you are finished. You are finished though. Staying with somebody for 14 years or 15 years or 20 years is not it. It's how matured you are. Because people will just stay with you. Let me tell you something. Most marriages you see, they are just tolerating each other. They are fed up. Most relationships you see, they are just tolerating each other. They are actually fed up. And there's something women must understand. Once a man disconnects from you sexually, he's done with you. Once a woman disconnects from you sexually, she's done with you. And that's the worst danger. Oh, somebody's not hearing me. It's both ways, though. It's not just the man. Once a woman disconnects from you sexually, once a man disconnects from you sexually, there's no hope for that relationship or that marriage anymore. It's done. It's done for. That's the truth. Immature people. Any woman that talks too much will never keep a marriage. I don't care how angry you are. There are words you don't tell your husband. There are words you don't tell your man. You are not the man of the. You didn't marry your boy. You married a man that is your head. So when you are uncontrollable, when it comes to your anger, you will soon be alone, and it will soon dawn on you. It will soon dawn on you. All this your rubbish. It will soon dawn on you. Any woman that wants to keep a marriage must know how to bridle their tongues. I don't care what the husband did, whether you caught him on top of a woman. Your tongue, your language, the way you talk, your expression shows whether you are a wife or you are a knife. I know I'm not going to be liked right now, but I don't give a shit. Oh, that's the reality. That's the reality. That's the reality. If you love me, you share the video. If you're on TikTok, you tap on your screen as many times as possible so that we can get more views. If those of you on Facebook, if you love me, tap on the love and the like button. Those of you on YouTube, tap on the thumbs up. Immaturity. And guess what? You will lose what you are not matured for. There is a way you talk to your husband will feel stupid. He's the one that will come and apologize. But because you have an uncontrollable anger, your mother had the same issue. That's why she couldn't stay in her husband's house. Your sisters have the same issue. That's why they can't manage a husband. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Uncontrollable. When I see some women today that are crying for marriages, I just know they are not ready. You can't tolerate. You get upset easily. Your mouth is bad. You have attitude problem. You are disrespectful. Which man will keep? No man wants to have another man. Is it not better to be single? No man wants to have another man in his house. 2 captains cannot be in the ship. Don't misunderstand me. Some men are irritating. Some men are stupid. Some men can be very callous and immature. But guess what? Some women are terrible. Let me say this to you. Any woman that is above 30 and is not married has a problem, has an attitude problem that chases away the men. You might not like what I'm telling you, but I'm telling you a reality today. For once in your life, leave the men alone. Check yourself. Check your attitude. Check your character. Check how you think. Check the way you express yourself in anger. Check the way you speak to people when you're upset. Check them. Check. Check. I know what I'm telling you. Check. Some women, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I talk to you guys. I support you guys a lot. I tell you guys you are the best. But I got to tell you the truth. Many of you are the reason why you are still single. God has sent a man to your life that will want to love you, but your character, if you are both 30 as a woman, I repeat, and you are not settled with one man that loves you and is crazy about you, you have a problem. The devil is not your problem. Work on your character and your mouth. It's so unfortunate that we live in a generation where women don't know how to talk. I'm telling you. Mannerless in talking, especially when they are upset. Mannerless. And when you are like that, you'll just be attracting men that will sleep with you, but never be committed to you. A man can take your book. Let me tell you something about men. They might like the way your ass is, your shape. They will ignore your bad mouth. Leave both parties. I'm talking about women. Leave both parties. Listen and learn. Leave both parties. I'm speaking to women now. Collect what you need to collect. This is the problem I have. Leave both parties. Collect what you need to collect. I'm going to face the men later, but I'm talking to the women now. Work on your mouth. Work on your mouth. Work. I'm telling you this. Work on your attitude. Work on your mouth. It's a sad truth, but it's a reality. A lot of single women, if I say this now, I know many of you will be upset, but I'll say it. I used to pity single mothers before. Not anymore. No, not anymore. I'm coming to the men, but I'm talking to the women. I used to pity single mothers before. I used to feel that the men are heartless. But until I got involved in a research and I found out, a lot of single women are single because of three things. You can't keep a man with pregnancy. Don't think that. It's not possible. This generation, a man can impregnate you and still leave you. Stop thinking that you can impregnate a man. I mean, you can get pregnant for a man and keep the man. It's not possible. So yeah, I would tell him I'm pregnant. So when your boyfriend is angry with you and he doesn't want to talk to you, the next thing you tell him is I'm pregnant. Many single girls has missed their husband because they lied with such thing. And the man is not stupid. The man is not stupid. Come on, talk to me now. Man is not stupid. Oh, Papa, are you supporting men tonight? No, I'm coming to them. I'm talking to the women first. I don't support nobody. And as I'm talking now, the women that have manipulative problem will not listen. They'll be telling you how men has hurt them. Instead of them to listen to what I'm saying, they will be giving an excuse, because one of the strongest things about the devil is the spirit of manipulation. When a woman is manipulated, she never sees her fault. She only sees the fault of the man. She never sees her fault. She only sees the fault. It is difficult for you to see a woman that will come to you and tell you, Papa, I messed up in my relationship. I'm the reason why my boyfriend left me. Oh no, they will always tell you I gave him money, I did this for him, I did that for him, blah 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 blah, blah 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 blah. It's difficult for you to see a woman that will tell you, it was my fault. I was materialistic. I love money so much. So many women today are so materialistic. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. So many women today, even the working class ones, are so materialistic. Oh yes. Of course, I know some women, not all women, obviously. It's not easy for, sorry, let me just, I told them in church today, for those of you that followed me online, I said, your relationship is not spiritual. Your relationship is 80 to 85% physical, maybe 15% spiritual. Work on your attitude. Materialistic women. You invite a girl to your house to see you. She comes to your house to see you. And the next thing she tells you, after everything, she wants you to give her transport back. Was it a business transaction? Tell me. Men, you know that a woman truly loves you when you are. In fact, a man should marry when he's broke. That is the only way to prove that the woman loves you. Yes. How many women can date broke men these days? Very few. Let's be real now, women, for once. Let's be real now. How many of you can date a broke guy? Very few of you. Very few. And you know what I'm saying is true. Very few. Very few. 1 second, guys. Very few. How many women want to build with a man today? They'll give you excuses. I built the last one. Is every man the same? Every man is not the same. I know you will not. You will not like me again. No? Papa, today I don't understand you. I'm teaching you why you are still single. Sometimes God will bring a raw material to you for you to build that raw material. And that's why your choice is very important. Your choice. Many of you don't have prophets. You have prophets. Jerry Eze is online. You watch. Emeka Obi, whatever. One guy like that in Lagos. You watch. Catholic is online. You watch. Christ Embassy is online. You watch. Apostle Okos is online. You watch. Some people are just spiritual prostitutes. You don't have a voice over your life. You don't have a voice. There's no voice. That's why you enter a relationship without even knowing why you entered. I'm not against any of these preachers I said. They are great men of God. But there are many great men of God, but it's not all of them that is for you. It's a bitter truth. It's a bitter truth, I'm telling you. Many of you know the time of each man of God and each prophetess that is coming online. That's why when they tell you to give, you can't give. Because you gave to Jerry Eze, you gave to Ebuka Obi, you give to this church, Catholic, you give to Deeper Life, you give to Christ Embassy, you give to Evidence Place. How can you now? You are scattered all over the place. Somebody said, how many broke-ass brothers have we built up? We invested in them, then they cut you off and run. They cut you off because your choices were stupid. Did you consult God before you gave that boy the money that you built? Did you have a prophet that you consulted before falling in love with a guy? Did you seek the face of God before entering into that marriage, entering into that relationship? Did you? The answer is no. You followed your emotions. You followed your feelings. And of course, when you involve yourself with Satan's son, what do you expect? They will break your heart, eat your money. You bring them to America, they use you like rag and abandon you. When we tell you register for the one-on-one session with me, they think it's a money spinning. You register. My one-on-one session is $100. I don't beat around the bush. I tell you straight up. So those of you that want to, is $100. You know, get them. Don't worry. Send your prayer point. You call me to pray for you for healing, I will pray. You call me to pray for you for your financial pray. But when it comes to your relationship and marriage, you will pay for my time. Counselors collect money. The difference between me and counselors is that I tell you straight up. I tell you the truth you don't want to hear. But you need to hear. What are you talking about? I'm too real to deceive anybody. 90, there are women here. You have sent $20,000, $50,000. You have built a house for a boy in the name of love, brought the person to America, sent money every week to the person, in all the salary you are doing, but you have never given God $1,000. If a prophet tells you now, sow $1,000, you call him a criminal, but you have given your criminal boyfriend in Africa $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. You send it to a guy who is using you as a machine. And when he breaks your heart, you say, all men are the same. This is the problem. This is the problem. This is the problem we have. When a woman is in love, they are blinded. So blind. I always say this. No prophet can tell you who to date. Who to marry or who to love. But if you send me, if you register for the one-on-one session, one of the things I always ask people to do is send me your picture. Some people argue and I do not even, once you start asking me why, I don't even reply you anymore. That is the truth. I ask you to send me your full pictures. You are asking me why. I'm not really comfortable in sending pictures, but you are comfortable in sending your naked picture to a useless boyfriend who at the end of the day blackmails you. But when a prophet tells you, send me your pics, you give him all the excuses why you're a private person. It's rubbish. It's rubbish. It's rubbish. We have such a superstitious mind. What does he need my picture for? Does he want to do something evil? Like seriously right now? Don't you carry the Spirit of God to know if someone is evil? That's the reality. So what am I saying? One of the worst things to her. So many of you ladies, you are not matured. You are not matured. If most women can learn to control their mouth, to control their anger, they will go far in relationship. They will go far in marriage. It's not every time you talk. Self-control is it's a virtue. It's a virtue. It's a key. It's a virtue. You can kill the feelings of your man by a statement you make. Sometimes you say, oh, this guy has not slept with me. My husband has not slept with me for 3 months, for 5 months, for 4 months. It's your character that has killed his attitude. His desire for you has died. And sometimes the next thing the woman thinks is, oh, he has a girlfriend outside. He's sleeping. In some cases, the guy does not have any girlfriend. No, I'm telling you this. This is a bitter truth that many of you women don't like to hear, but I'm telling you tonight. If you want to stop following me, praise God. But your blood will not be on my head. I'll tell you the bitter truth. I'll tell you the bitter truth. Ask yourself a question. My husband that used to love sex with me, why did he suddenly, everything is not girlfriend, everything is not woman? Is there something I'm doing that is making this man tired of me? Is there an attitude I'm displaying that is making this man to be tired of me? If you are hearing me say, I hear. You know, the truth is very hurtful. The truth is something that people don't like hearing. But me, I could tell you. If you're on my platform, me, I will tell you. And you have to be careful of fraudsters because they will start sending you friend requests now with a name that's similar. I don't do all that. I don't send friend requests to people. I don't chat people on Messenger. I don't comment on your comments. I do a video, they are commenting under the. I don't do all those things. I don't have any motherless baby or any orphanage. I don't send nobody to represent me. If I want you to give, my account details are on the screen on Facebook. Those of you on TikTok and those of you on YouTube, those of you on TikTok, inbox me. I do not beat around the bush. I tell you as it is. A lot of you women are your problem. You have attitude problem, anger problem, mood swing problem. Listen, let me tell you something. Any woman that checks the phone of her man is not a wife. Listen, I know you will not like what I'm saying, but I'm telling you, what are you looking for? You think that thing you are looking for will give you joy or peace. You want to know who the person is calling? You have an insecurity attitude. What are you checking for? And guess what? The devil will always give you what you are looking for. So you carry your husband's phone, you carry your boyfriend's phone, you are checking. What are you checking? And that is the time one useless girlfriend of his, maybe the past girlfriend of his, who has not spoken to him in a long time, will just send him, baby, what's up? Where have you been? And the first thing that hits your brain is that this man is cheating on me. I knew he's cheating on me. No, the devil just gave you what you needed. It's a sign of disrespect. In as much as I'm dating you or I'm married to you, I have my space. In as much is disrespect, is a sign of distrust. Same apply to them. I'm coming to the men too. I'm coming to the men. Let me finish with the women first. Is a reality. Oh, it's a sad truth that you don't like, eh? You don't like it, eh? I will tell you. It's a sad truth. It's a reality check. Many of you after this broadcast need to sit down, carry a pen, and your book and start writing the places you have made, you have gone wrong. That's the reality. It's a reality. It's a reality. Learn to talk. Jesus. When I hear the way women talk these days, I bleed. This is not the way our mothers were talking. There is beauty in respect. There's beauty. No matter how beautiful a woman is, once she has a disrespectful character, her beauty evaporates instantly. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, ma. Oh, yes. It evaporates instantly. Many beautiful women are single. Have you asked yourself why? With all your beauty and all your ass and boobs and all your tummy talk and all your BBL, whatever you call it, your pumping of bonbon and everything that you are doing, setting of your breast and all that, which man has taken you serious? Because all those things don't matter. And you see nyashless girls getting married, ugly women getting married, and you ask yourself, what is going on? The beauty of a woman is in her character. Check your character. Do I have a character that a man can tolerate? I know many of you are not happy with this message, but I will tell you. Do I have a character? Women, you don't understand this. Let me tell you something about women. Let me tell you something. Every man, including me talking, is full of shit. Your man will upset you. Your man will betray you. Your man can love you and still sleep with another woman. Oh, yes. Oh, God. Your man will do things that will drive you nuts. Your man will do things that will hurt you. How you handle it proves whether you are a wife or you are a knife. I don't know the category you are involved. That is the reality. You are leaving your man because he cheated on you. The next one you are going to meet might be a chronic womanizer. Someone doesn't like this now, but I'm telling you, how you handle it is a proof whether you are matured or immatured. When your baby, women, when your baby poo-poos, on his or her pampers, what do you do as a mother? Do you throw the baby away because the baby is smelling? Do you fling the baby away because the baby is smelling? No. What do? You take wipes. You wipe the baby's bum bum. You clean up the baby because she or he is your baby. You are a mother. You are not a murderer. Unfortunately, we have so many murderers who are looking for husbands. Some of you, the reason behind your single lifestyle is God. God loves you enough. He knows that you are not qualified to be a wife. And you are praying to the same God that you need a husband. And God is saying, allow you. You are not matured yet. You clean the poo-poo. You wipe up the baby. You give the baby a fresh pampers. That is how a good woman behaves. Oh, don't misunderstand me. Men are full of shit. Oh God. Men are full of drama. And that is why before you give your heart to a man, you need a prophet like me. You need a man of God like me that have been endowed with the spirit of wisdom for a generation like this. God brought me to see in every dispensation, God raises a prophet for a particular need. I'm not here to talk about prosperity. I'm not here to talk about whatever. The breakdown of nations is the breakdown of homes. If the home can be fixed, then nations will be great. If the home can be fixed, terrorisms will stop. If the home can be fixed, men will know how to love their wives. Men will know how to love their women. If the home can be fixed, women will know how to honor their men. The worst problem of this generation is that homes are not fixed. God bless those of you on TikTok giving me stars, gifts. God bless you. All of you giving me hearts, flower, rose. God bless you. Thank you. Life is a mystery. I bleed. You see, look at what somebody said. Must you put your account number for offering and seed? Is even your name? Is not your church name? Is it my church that is teaching you now? Why is it that some people are mentally disturbed? Is it your page? What I'm teaching you now is what people pay. What is wrong in giving an offering or displaying the account details on the screen? Must you be on my platform if you are not comfortable with it? Did anybody put a gun on your head to give? Nobody put a gun on your head to give. Nobody. We live in a generation. This idiot that is talking now, when he's sick, he will pay money to the doctor. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. No, this word I'm teaching you now, do you know how many people that are depressed right now that are being lifted by the word I've been speaking since? Do you know how many people have learned from what I'm teaching right now? How much is the seed you want to give? Do you want to give 1 billion? Show me one pastor that comes on social media that doesn't display account number. Show me one. Very stupid set of human beings. Please let me go back to my teaching, I beg. Some people can be very annoyed. I needed to reply him because there are gullible people who are watching now. They say, this thing this guy is saying is actually true. Is it not data I'm using? Am I not using Wi-Fi? Do you think those things are free? You don't know it's paid for? If I'm not on Wi-Fi, will you hear me tonight? Will you be watching me around the world? If my gadgets are not good enough, do you know how much is a phone? Very funny set of generation. So, one of the best prayer every woman should pray is that, Lord, help me to bridle my mouth. Help me to what? Bridle my mouth. Help me to bridle my mouth. Help me to bridle. Oh, yes. The gift of every woman is in the way she talks. You don't know how attractive you are when you know the right words to say as a woman. You are attractive. Now, let me go to the men. Let me go to the men. Men, hear me. There are many women, but there are few wives. The Bible did not say he that finds a woman. The Bible says he that finds a wife. The Bible did not say he that finds a mother. Because there are many mothers, but there are few wives. Oh, Jesus. Not every woman is a wife. Men, hear me. So when God gives you a wife, you know, I think one of the biggest problems with the men of this generation is that they do not know how to love. And one of the worst things that can happen to a woman is to be with a man who do not know how to love. Not every man knows how to love. A lot of men are from broken homes. They never saw their father loving their mother. Not every man knows how to love. No. And that's the worst thing that can happen to a woman. To be with a man who doesn't know how to love. You will cry for the rest of your life. How many men know how to love in this generation? How many? We live in a generation where most men are users. They use you to get visa. They use you to build their family house. They use you to bring them abroad. It's a business transaction. It's not love. Let me ask you, do you think that a 35 years old guy will fall in love with a 67 years old woman? And you call that love? No, he's using you. Out of 100%, only 1%. He's using you. You think his family will support it? He's using you. You are in America. He's in Nigeria. You are sending him money. He's calling you, telling you a lot. He's using you. Somebody will ask me, Papa, are you saying age is important? Yes, age is important. I always advise women, don't date a guy that you are older than less than 10 years. If it's above 10 years, it's a scam. Not every man knows how to love. I was teaching the woman how to talk. Men, you do not expect loyalty from a woman you don't respect. A woman you don't respect cannot be loyal to you. A woman you don't respect can never submit to you. Never. It's a bitter truth to Mr. and Mrs. Respect. Because all I hear in this generation is every woman must submit. The Bible says a woman must submit. The question is, it's not about submitting. Men, are you worthy to be submitted to? Are you the kind of man a woman should submit to? It's a question you need to ask yourself. Are you the kind of man that a woman will confidently submit to? Or you are a mistake of a person? Submitment, if a woman is happy, Jesus. she will gladly submit to you. And men, let me tell you something. When a woman is not happy, your doors are blocked. When a woman is not happy, your doors are blocked. Your doors are blocked. Many men are broke today because of the sadness of their women. It's a bitter truth. Sad but true. Sad but true. Unfortunately, many of you are with men who don't know how to love. They demand what they don't reciprocate. You want your woman to be loyal, but you are sleeping around. You want your woman to love you, but you are disrespectful. You want your woman to make love to you like never before, but your words are killing. We live in a generation where most men think, hey, I can get any woman with my money. Really? 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 You are making a huge mistake. A very huge one. Not every man knows how to love. Number two, not every man fears God. Women, never be with a man. Never entrust your heart to a man who does not fear God. If he does not fear God, is it you that he will respect? When a man is not spiritual, you're on a time bomb going somewhere to manifest. A lot of women have men who are not spiritual. A spiritual man understands that he should not be behind the tears of his woman. A spiritual man understands that the woman's happiness should be his priority. A spiritual man understands that the more happy his woman is, the more doors open for him. A spiritual man understands that when the woman blesses him, nothing can stop him from succeeding. A spiritual man understands that anytime tears is in the eyes of his woman, he must do everything possible to make the woman happy again. Unfortunately, many of you are with men who are not spiritual. Oh, yes. Many of you are with drunkards, smokers, club. Why won't he carry babes? I mean, look at where you met him. You met him in the club. So what do you expect? What do you expect? You met him in the club. Yeah. Am I speaking to somebody here? You met him in the club. Life is a mystery. Some you even met them in church. You think it's everybody that goes to church that is a Christian or that has a good heart. He can even be a pastor. Oh yes, he can be a keyboardist. Yet is the son of the devil. And when you marry Satan's son, you become Satan's in-law. And one of the things about the devil is that the devil sponsors tears. Another thing about men, that most men are psychologically damaged. Yeah, most of them. Most of them are psychologically damaged. You think it's every man that is normal. Most men are not normal. Most men, let me tell you something. Most men, what they think about is sex. That's all. That's the only thing they think. The minute they meet you, the next thing they want to do is to sleep with you. They sleep with you 3, 4, 5 times, they are done. They move to the next chapter. It's a reality. It's a sad truth. You come for counseling for a pastor. He wants to sleep with you. You go for interview. The boss wants to sleep with you. It's a sad generation that we are raising. A very sad one. I want to pray. I'm tired. I want to pray. But if you have, you can send me a request and I'll just connect you. Maybe I'll connect 5 people on TikTok, 5 people on Facebook, and we'll call it a night. Let me know the city and the country you're watching from. I want everybody to, this is a Sunday service. So you're going to give your offerings and your seeds, your whatever you want to give. Those of you on Facebook, the details on the screen. Also, the PayPal link is on the screen. You can click on the PayPal link. I believe it's showing on the screen. Those of you from Nigeria, the account details on top of the screen. Those of you on TikTok, you want to give an offering, you want to give a seed. This is a Sunday service. Just imagine that you're in church. You just worshipped in church. You're going to give an offering or tithe or something. So if you're ready to do that, you just send me a request and we'll forward you the banking details for you to be able to give whatever you want to give. Thank you, Holy Ghost. Hello.
Good morning.
Bless you. Where are you watching from?
I'm called Esther. I'm watching you from Saudi Arabia right now, but I'm in Uganda.
Go ahead.
Yes, Papa. I need you to help me also to pray. I feel some other things moving on my body and burning me.
I rebuke it right now.
And actually, I got them all midnight.
I rebuke it right now. I declare the spell goes back to the sender. In the name of Jesus. My God, fight your battle. In Jesus' mighty name. God bless you.
Amen.
In Jesus' name. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, beautiful. So Facebook is pinged on the screen. Those of you that want to give your seed, it's pinged on the screen. Those of you that want to register for your one-on-one session with me, it's important that you register for a one-on-one session with me. It's so important. You have no idea how important that is. It's very, very important that you register for a one-on-one session with me. It will clear a lot of things on your relationship, your marriage, and your life. I want everybody to give a seed tonight. Those of you that are on Facebook, all the details are on the screen, the South African details, the Nigerian details, everything is on the screen. God bless you, precious. Thank you. Thank you. Lord, I declare a blessing over everyone that is here. A blessing. My God, lift you, fight for you, settle you, cause his face to shine upon you, be gracious unto you. In Jesus' mighty name. God bless you and God keep you and God prosper you. Remember, for your relationship, your marriage, register for the one-on-one session. And those of you that are giving an offering tonight, those of you on Facebook, send me a proof to my WhatsApp, please. And also those of you on TikTok, you can inbox me. Those of you on YouTube, the Lord bless you. You can go on my Facebook page, Apostle Emmanuel Okose Ministries. On my TikTok page, Okose Emmanuel. My numbers are there. And your life will never be the same. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. I believe you have been blessed. Don't let nobody depress you. You're wonderfully and amazingly made. God bless you. Shalom.